Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Survival Extraordinaire. Thou might call me Alpha, and today I'm going to welcome you to the horrible, malicious pain in the butt that is 7 Days to Die. Apparently, a massive glitch occurred in the middle of my recording, so the introduction of my video got cut out, hence why the main part of this video is going to start off with me just talking about randomly cutting back to some portion of progress. I don't know. But I do know that my introduction didn't get put in, so the main purpose of this video didn't get put up in the video for some reason. Anyway, I'm making this voiceover over basically the title card of the game to describe to you what this series is going to be. The series is going to be deathless. The series is going to be a reasonably calm adventure where we're going to go around, we're going to try to build these massive, cool structures with not too difficult zombies. They're going to be set to Nomad difficulty, which is the third. It's the third difficulty setting from the least. So there's Scavenger, there's Adventure, there's Nomad, and then there's a couple other difficulties after that. So we have those. I have it so that zombies will never run, but I have it so that they're on Nomad difficulty, and I have it so that they spawn everywhere. So hopefully there'll be a mass amount of zombies. Hopefully they'll be just everywhere. Just a lot of difficulty. After that, kind of the build-in point of that, we also want to build a lot here. You didn't really miss a whole lot from the very beginning. I basically just did a few run-arounds and talked about what the base was going to be like. I got some extra resources. It was entertaining, but it wasn't that entertaining. Conveniently, the video recording actually started back up where it was really supposed to start back up, where I started building, which you'll see in just a little bit. But for the most part, I just wanted to make sure that the viewer understood what this series is going to be about. I'm just going to get in, I'm going to try to survive as long as possible without dying, and if I die, the series is over. It ends. It's done. I'll do my outro and such, but for the most part, the series is over if I die. And it could be by anything. It could be by traps, it could be by zombies, it could be from fall damage. If I die once, series is over 100%. So that's about it. And then since I've now described what the series is going to be about, I might go into a little bit more detail into the video. But for the most part, if there's any questions, you just comment down below and I can answer them individually, or I'll try to answer them in the next video. But anyway, enjoy the video and I'll see y'all later. So, the game crashed, and I don't know how that's gonna affect. Ow! It reverted my progress. Okay, that's fine. This is once this works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walkway, which is perfect. Oh, it's not perfect. I am going to have to dig into the side of the road a little bit, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So the center here is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to dig this down so I can get my doorway in right here. Let's get this out of the way so I can put the block here for the purpose of the door. And then I need it to be another 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I got a little square. I just finish it off. Okay, so now that I have the outline of my base, so this is just going to be a little starter base. The Horde base doesn't actually have to be that big, because the way that I do Horde Night is I don't ever stand my base for Horde Night. I will go out, and I will stand on the road, and I will face off against the zombies, which is one of the reasons why I like having them walk. I have the difficulty up so that they can beat the crap out of me very easily if they get too close. But I just have it a little relaxing so that the zombies can start pouring in, they get really difficult, but they're still reasonably easy to deal with, and Horde Night is still reasonably stressful. I have it like that for fun purposes. Since I'm not really going to be staying in my base a whole lot, I don't really need windows. So I'm not going to put windows, especially since that's another thing that I have to worry about. It's a weakened defense system. Zombies in this game work a little bit differently than they do on PC, so it's a little weird how that's gonna turn out in the end. The way they work in PC is they actually have an AI that'll function where it'll find the weakest spot in your base, or just the quickest path to get to you. Which I find is really cool, because it means that they're smart. They try to get to you. It gives them a lot greater of a threat, so you actually have to plan it out. You either trick the AI, or you don't trick the AI, and you have to brunt force the Horde Knights. I don't know, I just find that to be a little bit more interesting, but on the downside, that version is a lot more complicated. And, ooh, did I check my character's stats? Okay, yeah, we have 38 health, my wellness is at half. So, I'm gonna quickly explain one of my secondary goals in this game. I want to live as long as possible, but I also want to get the maximum level, the maximum wellness, and I want to try to complete some of the PS4 trophies that just exist in the game, which I've never really done. I've gotten a bunch of the trophies. I've gotten 150 wellness. I've gotten a bunch of the basic crafting trophies, but I've never gotten 200 wellness. I haven't dunked out to bedrock. I haven't gotten 2,500 player kills. I haven't gotten 2,500 deaths. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare to get all the trophies, but I want to try to get all the trophies. So maybe after I've finished this whole series, after I die once, I'll spend an episode or two doing a mass death series, a mass kill series, something to just, I don't know, bide the time, I guess? Would that be what I want to call it, I guess? I don't know for sure. Okay, I'm going to set this up into a little time-lapse just so I can finish the flooring of my base right quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I've gotten the flooring in, and I'd say it looks pretty nice for now. We don't have nearly enough wood. Ooh, I should probably get the ceiling in too. Yeah, probably. I'm going to have a little staircase like right about here or so I think yeah. Staircase will go right here, so there's going to be thing there, thing there, thing there. And I don't think I would be able to access it if I do that. I'm going to have the starter of the Horde base just be hitting my head, basically. Because what I plan to do is I'll have the Horde base be the heat generator. The thing that's going to end up just causing a lot of chaos all the time. The end result is that... this is going to be a little bit weird, but like... a lot of forges are going to be in here making a bunch of stuff, so I'll end up having to remove my wood floor and dig down a little bit to make a little mine somewhere down there. I'll end up putting like some concrete down there. That's going to be where a bunch of forges are. They'll be secure down there, and it'll draw screamers in, but the cool thing is that if I'm within range, it'll only draw screamers in if I'm within range of the chunk. So let's just say that I'm 10 chunks off in that direction. A chunk is a 16 by 16 square that extends from the build height all the way to bedrock. It will... if I'm 10 chunks away, this chunk shouldn't load, which means theoretically, anything that's in here doesn't really matter for the heat generation, but processes will still occur. So, assuming that I'm right, it means I can have a bunch of forges up and running, and as long as I'm not within range of the Horde base, I should have a bunch of production going. It means I can mass-produce concrete, cement, I can mass-produce anything, really. But enough of building for now. I do need to gather a bunch of resources. I do need to gather a bunch of things to build this place up. Ooh, I might want to just make the staircase real quick. I think I'll just make the staircase right quick, and then we can go on a little bit of a looting spree. I want to loot that house that's right up there. So how do I want to do this? I'm gonna have 2 with railings, and then 1 without. And I think that would be a good idea. And then the 1 without. Okay, so the 1 without has to be right here. The 1 with railings has to be 1 down, and then 1 down. And then I don't think I'm capable of walking up the stairs if that block is there. Yeah, I'm not. So I'm going to remove this block, and then that railing is just there so I don't fall off the side. And I know you might be thinking, like, how is that going to look good? You can see that, 1, it phases into the wall, and 2, there's no railing on this one. It just doesn't make sense. Well, that railing's just so that it doesn't get way on the top, because it will stick out through the top right here, and I don't want that getting in the way. Once I'm up here, I want to be able to just walk over here if necessary, because if I'm going to be on the Horde base for security, I want to be able to stand up here somewhere near the top and shoot down with my bow. But that's enough the Horde base for now. Let's make a storage chest right quick, and then we can go on a little looting spree of that house and maybe the barn that's over there. Oh, just don't die. That's all we have to do. We just don't have to die. That's literally all we have to do. Not die. Put some of those there and just store basically... Ooh, I might want to place down my bedroll, even if it's... These are temporary spots, so don't worry. I'll have a bedroll to come back to, and... I ate a little bit, so I'm fine on that front. I don't really need a torch because I have the gamma up. I'm going to put torches in my base, don't worry. You'll be able to see a lot better then. Let's just get rid of basically everything. Yeah, except the feathers and basic resources. Okay, so then what do we have for basic resources? Wood? Oh dear. Wood, stone, and plant fibers are the basic resources. Alright, looks good. So let's go on a quick loot thing. This is the base of my base. Now I'm going to tell you what I plan to do with the little horde base there. I've already told you that I plan on extending it into the ground. But I also plan on... Actually, this is more for the series, but I plan on having days where I just don't record. So currently I'm on day 2 right now, and I'm going to record from day 2 all the way until about 1800 or so on day 2, which is when my hour of time runs out, because I have a little stopwatch right here with 25 minutes left. I have that so that I don't overdo the PS4's time. But I also have that so that I can have a day of off time. I can have a day of resource gathering, preparation, things like that. Because I know that grind lapses can be a little boring for the viewer, but I don't want it to be boring for the viewer. I want progress to be done in episodes, and if it's just resource gathering, I don't think that would be too entertaining for the viewer. I could be wrong, but that's what commentary feedback is. Oh, by the way, leave a comment on the video to see what you would like to see in this video. That is a shameless plug, and I don't care because it's helpful for the development of the series. Ooh, we got some vitamins. Not really a whole lot of stuff in here. I could use this as a temporary supply depot or something like that, maybe. But for the most part, this place was kind of garbage. I don't know if there's a ladder to get onto the roof, is there? No, not really. This place wasn't really all that special. So I don't know why I thought this would be a lot more... This place would be a little more interesting, but I guarantee that's going to be a bit interesting because it's a big building. Do I have arrows? Yes, I do. I should probably load them into the bow. Always get bird's nest, man. They are the saving grace of this game, 100%. So, by the looks of it, we have 2 zombies there, and then a putrid girl incoming. I'm currently hunted. What else can see me from any other direction? There's nothing there, so it looks like it's just the putrid girl. I should also probably explain the how timing in this game works. Oh, God! That is painful. Ow! You knocked down my wellness. Oh, whatever. Okay. Let's head over here. I'm going to quickly ingest some vitamins, because that was crap. That was just complete bull. Get my wellness back up where it belongs, and I'll deal with this zombie. Headshots. Oh, well, that wasn't a headshot. That's the headshot I'm going for. And then once they're on the ground, melee them. I'm going to end up using the claw hammer as my melee weapon. It's also going to be my main upgrading weapon. Or then at that point, it's not really a weapon now, is it? So we got some zombie. We got a departed woman here. What's up, Jessica? Oh, I'm a little down in the dumps today, aren't we? I understand. Don't worry, you just got your face slashed in by a knife. We got a Twitcher. He's actually a reanimated corpse, but I really don't care. I'm going to call him because I'm going to call him the Twitcher. We got another Twitcher. Ooh, more bodies to process. My blade weapons is now ooh, and a rotting cadaver. I think that's what it is anyway. What's up, Bill? Oh no, your name isn't Bill. Your name is Jeff. Yeah, your name is Jeff. I'm gonna stab you, Jeff, in the face. I apologize to anybody who's actually named Jeff in there. I will never stab you in the face as long as I live. Pose so that I can harvest them later. Let's get to looting. Not bad. I could definitely use with a cooking pot, man. Give me a cooking pot. There are some. Oh, 2 wrenches. Yes, I'm gonna need those. I'll deal with this. Yeah, this guy's the rotten cadaver. These arrows will start to do insta-kills at some point. They're just not powerful. Oh, what did I just get? A pistol book. Nice. Nice. I can learn to craft pistols now. I might experiment with pistols or other ranged weapons a little bit in the future. But first you have to be able to find the parts and then make them. And frankly, I don't find handguns to be nearly that helpful. I mean, like, they are helpful. Don't get me wrong. They're super useful because it's bullets. But you can't really craft them super easily. You can, but not easily, I say. And they just don't do that much damage to me. Like, I've experimented with guns and pistols before, and they do damage. But I just can't figure out how. Yes, we got cooking pots. I can start making bacon and eggs. Oh, that's gonna be super helpful. It's gonna help me heal. It's gonna help me increase my wellness. It's gonna be great. Let's see what we got for a bookshelf here. Leather chest armor. Sure, I'll take that. Got no reason not to. Also, I hope to find a bear soon because I really do want to see if I can. Did I just get 44 magnums? Okay, that's fine. That's the magnum revolver. Okay, corn seeds. That's going to be helpful for the future. I'll break these down. These give me cloth. I'm going to need cloth for making. I'm going to need cloth for making a lot of stuff in the future. Now that I think about it, that's fine. Everything looks okay. We do still have upstairs to check out, and it is really dark up here. So we got ourselves a little sports bag. What do we got? A hunting knife. Oh, that's some half-decent stuff right there. So let's see here. We got a dresser, which should have a bunch of clothing in it, but it also has grain alcohol. Okay. What's this? Didn't replace anything. What are these? They give me negative insulation. That's good. That's helpful. I know I need to make plant fiber clips. I might do that in a second, just to fill in the time, and also it gets the thing off my screen so that I can see in that direction a little bit more. There's a gun safe in here. And I don't know if I want to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I have 19 minutes. I have no idea how long this is actually going to take, and I have to craft a bunch of axes in the process, so here. Let's set up a bunch of axes to craft, and I will time-lapse this so that I can get to the good stuff. Alright, so as you can see, I just broke through that, and let's now go through all the loots together. Yes, good. Vitamins. Nothing. Wow. That was kind of bad, to be honest. Let's go through and scrap a bunch of these axes so I can get my stone supply back. And... oh yeah, that was the good axe. Okay, so I got a couple pistol parts, a shotgun receiver. Overall, not the best, but that's because I haven't really invested any points into looting just yet because it's day 2. I spawned in only an hour or so ago, in real time. So, okay, what else do we gotta do? What else do we gotta do? There's a lot of stuff we have to do. We have to get our base up and running, we have to get going. We really just have to do stuff. I kind of want to face off against a bear, but I have no idea how that's going to... oh, I have to harvest these guys. Give me 1 second. Something I learned way too late in this game, because I've played it for years, but I don't know everything about it, okay? I will admit that just because I've played this game for years does not mean I know everything that's up. There's gonna be new surprises, there's gonna be some new stuff that I haven't learned. I really just haven't learned. So, like, you always want to keep rotten flesh on you if you can. It's not that useful if, like, you're out on a massive thing and you found this super amazing base that you just have to loot it to the floor or something. But you don't want to get rid of rotten flesh if you don't have to. You want to keep rotten flesh, you want to keep bones, you want a lot of that stuff. It's super useful. And I know I'm explaining why it's useful without really explaining why it's useful, but just trust me. When you're using the cement mixer, rotten flesh is extremely useful for fertilizer, which just upgrades floor blocks for farming purposes, because I plan to set up a farm. Let's see here, what do I need? I need the feathers. I don't have any... no, I do have stones. Let's eat some of these vitamins. They will... do these cure dysentery? Ooh, they do cure dysentery. Now, I'm going to end up making goldenrod tea, so I don't really need this. I'm going to use these to get my wellness up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, besides, I find them useless otherwise. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? I know I need to do a little bit extra building on the base. I would do exploring, but we don't really have the time. You know what? Let's spend the last, like... I can't go 9 minutes, but let's spend the last 7 minutes of the episode just working on the base. So let's see here. What do I need to do? I really just need to get resources. I need to get wood. I need to get stone. Okay, we're not working on the base. We're gonna get stone and wood and everything that we need. Let's try to get that 100 level axe. Let's do that. I think that's a smart move. I feel like that would be a really smart thing to try to get a level 100 axe by the end of the episode. I have 9 minutes and 23 seconds left. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna take a swig from my canister while I'm here. And don't worry, there's no alcohol in this canister. It's purely a half-gallon jug of water that I just carry around with me all day. I bring this thing to school all the time. People are like, why do you just have this massive canister? Well, why not? Why don't I carry a massive canister with me? Why don't you carry a massive canister with you? Always make sure to keep your water. Keep your fluids. Coolant. It's very useful. Absolute stupidest tangent about water ever. No. But if you always want to keep your hydration up. Always make sure you keep your hydration up. And I'm talking to you in the real world here. I'm not talking about Incendies Die. I'm talking about real world problems here. Keep your hydration up, no matter what. Especially if you live in dry or really high altitude areas. So like, oh, I don't know, California. California, based on what I'm told, California is really hot. It's kind of dry. So you... especially if you live anywhere, make sure to keep your hydration up. If you live on this Earth, keep your hydration up. I don't know how Martians... I don't know if Martians need water yet. I don't know for sure on that one. I'll have to do some research and see if Martians actually need water or if they're just capable of self-sufficiency off of, I don't know, soil. Can you survive off of iron-encoded soil? Let me know down in the comments. Oh my gosh, I've just turned into a goofball at the end of this episode. I don't care. That's nice. Also, I haven't entirely figured out my outro for this channel, so for the first couple of episodes, you're just gonna hear like a random babbling of me trying to run over what we did in the episode, even though you kind of already know what we did in the episode, just a little bit. Okay, let's set up some basic crafting. I do have a bunch of stones, so then that should be a decent number of axes. I do need to get another axe anyway. Come on. I'm going to increase crafting time in the future. I promise that, so that this can go a lot faster. I'm going to walk so that I can get my stamina back. We currently have 7 minutes left. Let's see what happens. Is this nitrate powder or coal? This is coal. I'm going to make sure to harvest this in the future. Make sure to harvest that in the future. Yeah. And don't worry, once we get iron tools, and especially steel tools, this is going to go a lot faster. I remember in one of my other worlds that I was playing that I had a 63-hour deathless run, which is, in-game time, 63 days. I died on Horde Day, day 63. Just before the midnight bell to turn into day 64. And it was from a bomber. It was from a cop explosion, which is painful. It's very painful because the way that cop explosions work is there's a set radius where you're either dead or you're not hurt at all. And I don't know what that radius is. I wasn't really that close to this cop, but apparently I was close enough that I was just inside the radius and then boom, dead. And nothing I could do about it. Absolutely nothing I can do about it. And I will admit, it hurts. Oh, yes! Level 101. Level 102. That's the best one yet. And the cool thing about this is I don't waste a whole lot of rocks because I can just scrap all of these. It gets my tool smithing up. It gets my tool level up. Everything is golden. Okay, so we've done that. We have a decent number of stones. I think we need to get some more wood. I think it would be a good idea to get some more wood. Come on. There we go. I will admit some of the controls are a bit finicky in this game, but it's whatever. I can't really control what the game does, even though I have the controller. I'll finish this rock, and then I'll head back over to the base and maybe do a little bit of upgrading as I talk over basically what we did in this episode. I'd say it was productive, though, for the most part. We got our base set up, we did some extra looting, I did some resource gathering, a good healthy mix of everything. Which I think is the best kind of healthy mix you can get. Did I finish chopping down this tree? Wait, was it not this tree or was it this tree? I am a little lost now. It was this tree. Okay, so what did we do in this episode? I know it's gonna be a little bit weird in the very beginning. Ooh, there's a zombie up there. I'm gonna kill it. We're not gonna upgrade the base. We're gonna kill a nurse. I think this is a nurse. Yeah, this is a nurse. What did we do in this episode? We did some healthy looting. We did some base building. I at least got the framework set up for my base, which is kind of what I was hoping to do. Brain alcohol, not bad. It's going to be useful for making medkit. Oh, it's a deer. Oh my gosh, it's a deer. Oh, it's a baby deer. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I am going to poke you. You are so getting poked. Oh, he moved. Okay, get stuck on a rock. Get stuck on a rock and then start... No, okay, you're not getting stuck on a rock, are you? I have 3 minutes to hunt this deer. I have to be as efficient as possible. And it's not happening because deer are finicky. You serious? I wasn't that close. I was not that close. Okay, sit still. Sit still. I haven't struck at him yet. He's moving towards me. He's moving towards me. No! I wasn't that close! Come on. Come on. Let me get him. Let me get him. Let me poke him. He needs to be poked. I say that to my dog all the time. The dog that I don't like. There's one of them I love, and then the other one is just... I swear, he's Satan. I swear, he is Satan. Like, one of his ears sticks up. It's like a horn. Stop moving! I do have extra time after my stopwatch goes off, but not a lot. Oh, that was a good shot. Okay, so while I harvest here, I'm actually going to run over what we did in this episode that was productive. We built up our base, we got the framework set up. I think I'll upgrade it off camera, which is I'm going to be spending a day doing just general stuff. So I think I'll upgrade the base. I might start work on the trench, but I might save that for a time-lapse in one of the actual episodes, so we'll see on that one. We did some basic looting. We got some decent stuff. And then some general resource gathering. A very healthy mix of just all-round useful stuff. So with that, I think I'm gonna draw this episode to a close. This is turning into a little bit of a garbled mess already, and I haven't even started the outro technically. Oh no, what am I gonna do? But anyway, I think I'm gonna draw this episode to a close. We've gotten a lot done, and I very much look forward to the rest of the series. Wait, where's the airdrop? There should be There it is! As the airdrop sets down over the sky, I bid you all a good day, good night, depends on where you live. For me, it's midday right now, both in real life and in game time. But, yeah, just it's great. So, have a good one, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you all next time.